Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a poor farmer named Samuel. Samuel owned a humble house and a small piece of land. He had a hard-working cow named Daisy. Daisy was not just any cow. She was loyal, intelligent, and dedicated to her work. Every day she helped Samuel plow the fields. Under the blazing sun, Daisy worked tirelessly, never complaining. Thanks to Daisy's hard work, Samuel's crops flourished, and he soon found himself no longer struggling. He had enough food, enough to sell, and enough money to live a peaceful life. Samuel loved Daisy dearly, knowing that his success was all thanks to her. As the years passed, Daisy began to grow old. One day, while working in the fields, she became weary and sat down to rest. Samuel, worried, noticed how much slower Daisy had become. At night, Samuel lay awake, unable to sleep, his heart heavy with the thought of losing Daisy, his faithful companion. The next morning, he decided it was time for Daisy to rest. He took her to the edge of the forest and gently removed the bell from around her neck. "You've worked hard all your life, Daisy. Now it's time for you to be free. Go live your life, and you may come back whenever you wish," Samuel said softly. Daisy felt both sad and relieved. She had spent her whole life working by Samuel's side. She slowly wandered into the forest, where she found a beautiful clearing filled with fresh grass, a sparkling stream, and tall trees. But as fate would have it, Daisy's tranquility was soon interrupted. One evening, while she was resting in the clearing, a sly squirrel noticed her. The squirrel, eager to impress a nearby lion, came up with a plan. "There is a large cow resting by the stream," the squirrel whispered to the lion. "If you attack her, you'll feast for days." The lion, hungry and intrigued, immediately began stalking toward the clearing where Daisy rested. However, Daisy, who had always been calm and thoughtful, was not afraid. She knew that charging at the lion would end badly for her. Instead, she decided to use her intelligence. As the lion approached, Daisy lifted her head and called out loudly, "Why are you so late? I'm starving. Bring me 2 more lions next time." Yesterday's meal was too small. The lion froze. 2 more lions, he muttered in fear. "Who is this cow who eats lions?" Panicking, the lion turned and ran as fast as he could. The squirrel, confused and shocked, went to the lion and asked, "Why did you run away?" "It's just a cow," the lion explained. "I heard her voice. She demands 2 lions. I don't want to face whatever is in that clearing." The squirrel, determined to outsmart the lion, said, "Let's tie ourselves together with a rope. That way we can't escape alone. We'll be stronger together." The lion, feeling brave again, agreed. They tied themselves together and slowly approached the clearing once more. But Daisy, ever clever, had a plan. When they reached the clearing, Daisy shouted again, "Squirrel, why did you bring only 1 lion? I told you to bring 2. Now I must stay hungry." The lion, terrified, realized the squirrel had tricked him. "There's nothing dangerous in this clearing," he thought. "I don't want to find out what could be." In sheer panic, the lion dashed off, dragging the poor squirrel along behind him, through the forest and over rocks. Daisy watched them disappear into the distance, a satisfied smile on her face. She had used her wits to defeat the mighty lion without fighting at all. From that day on, Daisy lived in the forest, content and wise. She proved that intelligence, calmness, and clever thinking are more powerful than brute strength. The moral of the story is simple. In difficult times, it's not always the strongest who win. It's the one who stays calm, thinks clearly, and acts wisely.